So I start with those of you who are saying, we are our own problems. We are our own problems. The first question is, you follow the oil conglomerate owners, abi you get filling station wey make you dey among the people wey be on our self problem? Because I don't understand when you say we are. Or are you looking at those poor fuel attendants as your problem? Are they the ones who fix your price? Something wey they don't manipulate from up. We be say they are just errand, or is it because they are selling to cares just to make that to also exploit you? Is that corruption? That one is small. It's just like trying to major in the minor. That is minor compared to the major fraud going up at where they are manipulating the price. Hold on. I covered fuel subsidy trial under Jonathan's administration following shortly after the Occupy Nigeria 2012 protest. Guess what? They shut down that trial at the court. They shut it down. It was so indicting that the people in power, in government, you remember Obasanjo then began to write cryptic letters. Jonathan was muzzled, and that was the issue we have with Jonathan. He became weak and surrendered. You remember this particular video of Sanusi? Let me play for you and then we'll come back to it.
The ship comes on the sea. Vessels go, offload from the sea, take the petrol to Cameroon and to Benin. Meanwhile, somebody at the port takes a piece of paper. You will see a list of bills of lading saying that 15 vessels landed in Lagos on the same day. 15. Look at the dates. You will see 15 vessels. I have seen it. 15 vessels landing on the same day. Somebody will tick that he actually saw them. Those are the documents that are presented. And why will it not happen? You have created an opportunity for rent seeking. The difference between 65 and 140 is so huge. 1 trillion naira is enough to bribe anybody to sign anything. The point I make is that we talk about corruption, but corruption thrives on opportunities that we create for people to be corrupt. If you say you have a subsidy, and if the poor people of Nigeria are not buying fuel at 65 naira per liter, then it is not a subsidy, it is rent. So what we are saying is, I am not a proponent for removal of subsidy, I'm a proponent for removal of rent. Let us talk about the things we all agree on. We all agree that there is corruption in government and that it needs to be addressed. We all agree that there is waste in government and we need to cut off on expenditure that is not reasonable. Okay? We all agree that government has been inefficient, that delivery has not been good, and that we need to improve on execution and delivery.
So oil marketers will collect money for millions of liters of petrol. They will not bring it and they will collect money for it. And government knows them. So when you are saying the subsidy is long due to have gone, it is just the timing that is wrong. What time is okay to punish the masses? What time? Because when you say we all agree that the subsidy, how many of you agree? Where did you do the poll? That we all agree that the subsidy has to where? The only thing we all know that we all agreed about is that those who are collecting the subsidy fund but not importing the fuel really, or importing fuel and diverting the remaining to Cameroon, to Benin Republic, to other countries to maximize profit of our own subsidized fuel, taking it to another place to go and market to maximize profit. Those are the people we are supposed to clean off the system, and you know them. Why shut down the trial in 2012? You used all of them, use all of them to make money to support your ambitions. You got into power and you are now trying to make it look like. So you are using that to the thieves in the system to blackmail the masses into accepting that the fuel subsidy has to be removed. No, it doesn't have to be removed. In fact, it should be extended to education. And that is exactly where I have issues with those who are saying Shore does not have experience. If not because we call him SUG, if not because of those SUGs tried, people like me will not have been able to afford school fees at uni life, including you. Ask your parents about their limon go struggle. You would have been paying 150,000 naira acceptance fee upon getting admission. You would have been paying tuition at 70 something thousand, other attached illegal fees. Everything will now ramp up to around almost 300,000. Will I have been able to pay?
Most schools now increasing their
Exactly. So this person you call SUG are the reasons till today our education is still relatively cheap. Otherwise, majority of us would have been with MC Oluomo, following them up and down. Maja ticket, even you. Which school did your parents go? You may be well to do today, but something started it because they had a little education they had. Somebody who had the opportunity to collect money, collect cars, be writing NANS 001, NANS 002 in convoy. He rejected all those things and said, no, education must be. You now say he has no experience. You are now saying the experience you prefer is the experience of those who have learned how to steal. So I don't bring, because some people will not bring the sentiment of that's why it's because he didn't support. Don't bring that nonsense. Obi himself said he is not different from them. He said federal government should have no business with education. And that is why his running mate also has license to a private university. The only thing they are all coming to promote is the interest of their private business interests. To begin, Atiku did the same thing. They shut down. ASU was on strike for very long under Obasanjo and Atiku. They were busy opening private universities to compete with public universities and to jack up the prices of fees of tuition of education. Obi says it's not different. He said all of them are the same. The ideologies are the same. That it is only about who they can trust. I'm not lying. Look at the video.
First, let me tell you, I said it before. There's no different ideology between all of us who are running. Our politics have not matured where you have different ideologies, different beliefs, and everything. We are at what you can call developmental level. So there's not much difference. What we are competing today, or what Nigerians need a choice before the night. Of all these people promising the same thing, who can we trust? So what we're selling now is trust.
Right. I understand that. And
that is why Wike will tell you that Obi was, for them, man of the match, because he was the one they used to take all the votes that would have gone to PDP